Rounding up as many survivors as they could, the League members then rallied at the Fortress of Solitude, where Cyborg and Lex Luthor worked on plans to construct giant spacecraft arcs that they could transport the remaining people off-world. At first hesitant to abandon his planet, Clark knew it was for the best, where he and Flash used their super speed to build the giant escape crafts. During this time, the Justice League would get to say their goodbyes to their fallen friends, and it would appear they were finally getting ahead of this otherworldly outbreak. In classic horror movie fashion though, they were all deadly mistaken, where out of nowhere, they all began to feel horrendous demonic-like screeching in their heads. Before they realized what was going on, an invisible force blew a hole right through Lex, tearing the former villain right in half. This was revealed to be the actions of a zombified Martian Manhunter who promptly proceeded to infect the Flash. Having no time for Zombie Shrek, Firestorm powered up and used his abilities to fry poor John Jones to a crispy Martian roast. As the group then looked for the infected Flash, they realized he was already long gone, out to spread the virus. With Wally opting to stop him, Superman told the hero that they could not afford any more speedsters to turn. Vowing to stop Flash himself, Clark then flew to space to see just where Barry was on Earth. He then used his super speed to fly around the globe in the opposite direction of Flash, so the pair would eventually collide head-on. This then resulted in an unstoppable force meets immovable object scenario, where Superman flew right through the hero A-Train style, resulting in a gory mess all across the ocean's surface. Traumatized at the loss of his friend, Superman would not have too long to mourn, as he soon realized that the impact of this collision was so great that some of Barry's infected fingers had actually managed to pierce his Kryptonian skin. Knowing that he did not have long, Clark rocketed to Wally and revealed his situation so he could contact his family through the Speed Force. Saying his farewells to his mother and his wife, the Big Blue Boy Scout gave a heartfelt farewell to his son John, who he entrusted the mantle of Superman to. Like a missile, Superman then took off to space in an attempt to deprive his body of oxygen before the virus could fully take over. However, it was too late for Clark, who was soon long gone, where his primal side took over as he became a full-on zombie Man of Steel. Fueled with a newfound hunger for blood, this infected Superman then plummeted to Earth as he tore through a skyscraper, killing countless innocent lives in the process. Seeing this unforeseen turn of events play out, an older Damian Wayne, who is the new Batman, revealed his father's contingencies for events like this. He then takes out a supply of Bruce's kryptonite, which the team planned to use to create a massive gas cloud that would at least slow the hero down. Knowing this would not be enough, Wonder Woman took the shard to Themyscira, where she infused it with the Sword of Athena, thus combining two of Superman's weaknesses, both kryptonite and magic, into one sick-looking holy emerald blade. While half the team loaded up the remaining refugees from Atlantis into the Ark, Wonder Woman led the other half into battle with Superman to keep him distracted as the pods flew off to space. This then resulted in a bloody battle where Green Lantern held the crazed Kryptonian long enough until Wonder Woman came in like an absolute savage, where she sliced the dude's arm off and stabbed him right through the stomach. Sorry Darth Vader, but Wonder Woman did the whole arm slicing thing, way better. While you'd think a kryptonite sword right through the gut would at least slow down Superman, he still got his payback as he punched a hole right through Diana, infecting her as well. As the Amazon's wounded body plummeted to the ground, she gave Dinah the kryptonite sword, pleading for her to stop this. Sensing the life forms aboard the Ark, the anti-life Superman then flew off to space to spread the virus to who he could.